Yes, guys, and welcome to the podcast. We've not actually came up with a name yet. I'm Liam, or Maka.
I'm Liam, Ghana.
And I'm Shane.
So today, we're here just to speak about life in general, about us as lads, business, and then obviously with what's going on with Shane at the minute, obviously we want to just answer questions that people have been asking, so.
Yeah, I think today's about us just really sitting down as all best mates.
Fathers as well.
Fathers, husbands, newlywed. And yeah, just really just talking, just letting people know what we go through on a day-to-day basis, and what's currently happening in our lives right now. So
yeah, we've all obviously had a lot going on. I've just become a dad to my little adopted one. Obviously, with what's going on with Shane, and
just in general, just life in general. But I think Shane really wants to get his message across as well today.
Yeah, so to kind of elaborate on what these guys are mentioning, I was recently diagnosed with terminal brain cancer, stage 4 or grade 4 diffuse midline glioma with a rare mutation. I believe it's called like HK372. Basically, in a nutshell, I'm fucked.
we laugh about it,
but I'm currently going through radiotherapy. There are clinical trials that I can try after to try and prolong my life. But we just wanted to come on here and talk a little bit about brain tumours. People don't really know much about them. I had no idea when I got it. I went into the hospital with headaches, a bit of dizziness, found out I had a brain tumour with cancer, and I had no idea about them. So you end up doing a little bit of research, and obviously people are asking a bunch of questions, trying to kind of tell me do this or do that. A lot of it is not really very relevant. Sometimes it is relevant, but I just want to kind of help raise awareness to people who may or may not be in a similar position to myself. So I've got some notes on my phone that we can kind of elaborate off. We're not following scripts though, guys. This is real talk.
Real talk. But obviously, it's episode 1. Yeah. It's just one of them, just getting it out there, isn't it?
So the main one that people have been asking me really is, how does it feel? And people are always telling me that they feel sorry. I'm so sorry that you're going through this. It's like, I get it. That's nice, but it's not helpful. I don't need people to feel sorry for me or to pity me. I just need people to try and act normal around me, which is easier for me to say because I think about it, if it was one of these guys going through it, I would not be able to just be super normal because I'd want to do whatever I can to help. I'd want to be like, hey, I'm sorry, how you doing, mate, etc. But it's a very difficult thing for me to come to terms with myself, but also I appreciate it's hard for everybody who cares about you.
Yeah, I think what I struggle with most at the minute is obviously you look like a picture of health still. Do you know what I mean? You're still in good shape, you still look fresh. And obviously we're just chatting to you, but then I almost overthink the conversation. So as I'm talking to you, I start getting upset because I start thinking more about Elijah.
Yeah.
Like your little one, and you start thinking about the future when actually we need to actually just stay strong for the positive.
That's it though, dude, because that's what gets me. When I think about the fact that I might not ever have a conversation with my son, I might not be there for him when he needs me.
Gone already. Minute 1.
That's the only time I get emotional is when I think about other people because it's happening to me. All I've got to do is enjoy the rest of my time here, and then I will drift. So I've actually looked at how it's going to end for me, and it's quite a nice way to go. I'm not going to lie. You just kind of drift off.
Okay.
So in the grand scheme of things, it's not too bad. And I don't think many people, nobody knows when they're going to go and how it's going to happen.
No.
And when you kind of given that bit of information, it's kind of like it's bittersweet because I feel lucky that I know, but also I feel so annoyed that I'm getting my time with my son taken away. I've just married the woman that I love, and it's sorry guys,
I'm sorry, bro.
It's fucking
real.
It's tough to come to terms with, but I'm also a very logical person. And I try to remain as positive as possible. I look at it like there probably is something that could be done. This clinical trial could work. I could be here for longer. My body is quite resilient. I'm lucky that I'm young, I'm fit, I'm healthy, I'm responding well to the radiotherapy. So it could be that I am still here in a year. It could be that I'm not. So It's one of those things.
We're all
isn't it?
just staying as positive as possible, aren't we? Really?
Yeah.
You know, obviously we've been doing a lot behind the scenes for Shane. Like we're doing a charity event that me and
that's
Liam
on-
have organised with Ultraflex.
Yeah, that
on
looks
the
brilliant. That does.
20th of December.
Which
Saturday, isn't it?
Like Ultraflex have been incredible. Like the way Charles has ran that,
Smashed it, hasn't he?
like the way he did that video the other day. Like he just bossed it, didn't he?
One take.
Literally one take. And I was like, he's never even done this sort of stuff before. He was so good.
He's
And the way he cares and loves for, not for the whole gym, but as soon as he heard about you, he was like, right, what can we do? Before anybody, like you and him put that together, didn't you? So
yeah. Well, I spoke to Charles, and as soon as I spoke to him about what had happened, he's devastated, and he really wanted to do something. So yeah, I take my hat off to Charles. Very caring person. He's a very professional person as well. And I look forward to the event. I think it's going to be a real good turnout, and it's going to be a good fundraiser for Shane and his family, and just get people together.
Another great way to raise
It
awareness
really
as
is,
well, isn't it?
yeah,
It is.
obviously it's for you, Shane, isn't it? But it is almost to raise awareness for brain cancer as well. You know, and everyone's coming together. Like, I mean, we only put the post out yesterday. The response from that, the reshares,
Yeah,
and
it's been
people
pretty
reaching
good,
out
hasn't
just
it?
to say, people are saying sorry to us though as well. I know, like, obviously
Yeah.
they're sorry to you, and you must have had a million messages, but they're almost like, if we can do anything, like, they don't need to do anything.
It's
It's
nice
just knowing
to know that people
they
care.
Yeah, there's not.
It's like, what are you
anything
going to say to a complete stranger? Yeah, can you come do my washing or
Yeah,
something?
imagine, like, actually, I'll take you
I
up on
need,
that, mate.
I need some
me-
dinner. Can you cook me some
You
dinner?
can babysit me some for
You
an
wouldn't
hour,
say
so
no
we're
to that,
taking
though.
off.
I know, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but also touching base on the GoFundMe page, we want to say thanks to
that's
everybody. That's
ridiculous.
been
Absolutely incredible response
Straight
on
away.
there, hasn't
I
it?
mean, what we at now? Like nearly 13k,
12, 13 grand.
12,
Yeah.
13 grand within like a week or so.
Insane, really.
So that's crazy. So everybody that has donated, like, we do thank you so much. And obviously we're still going to grow that. We're going to be doing stuff for charity. I mean, I committed the other day to do half a marathon. I can't really run anymore. Like,
I'll be carrying it.
it's not really our life, but we're going to do
Fair
it.
play. When is that?
Shane on his hospital bed was like, yeah, I'll run a marathon. I'll do whatever we can for it. I was like,
I can't even get up the fucking stairs at the minute without getting
like, this is like a few days after he'd been like diagnosed and whatever.
I was a bit
so
delirious at that point, wasn't I?
I mean, we could talk about that at a later date, but that was
So I had a thing,
was
when I
fantastic.
first went in the hospital, I had a thing called hydrocephalus, which means that my main tumour on my thalamus was blocking the way brain fluid flows around my brain. So it was pooling up and I was getting a lot of pressure in my head, which was causing me to be confused, dizzy, giving me headaches, etc. So I was just chatting shit to people,
It was so
making
funny.
plans I clearly couldn't keep up to date with. I was just, getting a bit forgetful and stuff. And obviously I wasn't fully with it, was I?
thing is though, you looked, because you look normal though. It was so hard. Then you just come out with some random stuff like me and Liam were just sat there with you, and next minute you like go to ring Laura, like, yeah, come pick us up in 40 minutes, and like Shane, like the hospital haven't said you can go. I was like, are you sure they can let you go? You was like, yeah. You was like, I'm not in prison. Just like,
Well, then I'm booked in for a fucking brain surgery.
yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, you're talking about you got the scar on the head, haven't you, as well? That was
Yeah,
from
so I had 2 surgeries. One was to create a new pathway for my brain fluid, which cured the hydrocephalus. And then once I done that, I had another MRI scan 5 days later. Once the swelling had reduced, it showed that I had multiple tumours, which is the diffuse part of my diagnosis. Basically, it spread from my thalamus up and branched out across my brain. So I had a biopsy. You probably can't see that because my hair's grew back quite well, which is where they just went basically into my brain, took a little piece of the tumour away, and then they ran tests on it to give me a confirmed diagnosis and let me know whether or not there's certain things that can be done. And obviously from that, it came back that radiotherapy was the only viable option for treatment. Chemo essentially wouldn't do much because of my mutation. And it's just, wait for that, do the clinical trial and see if that helps.
How do you feel at the minute with radio, dude? How are you feeling with that?
So I'm feeling all right. They told me that after like 2 to 3 weeks, I will get certain symptoms which will be similar to what I had before. So the headaches are going to come back in. I might be a little bit confused or a little bit unsteady. And at the minute, this is what my oncologist was saying today. I'm handling it really well because the symptoms aren't flooding in. And from what she can see sitting there in front of me, like you say, I look all right.
Yeah.
If you see me on
You
the
look
street,
fresh,
you
you look a
wouldn't think
picture
there's
of health.
anything wrong with me.
Yeah.
Whereas in reality, again, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
But it's just waiting for that to kind of come to fruition. And I've said to Laura, once I start to deteriorate, I think then it's going to become more real for me.
Yeah, of
And I
course.
might start thinking, shit, you know, I'm actually dying right now. Whereas right now, I feel good.
Yeah.
I feel as good as ever.
Because you're like, sorry.
So no, it's all right, mate, go on.
Do you know, like before, like all of our routines is stuff. Get up early.
Yeah.
Get our gym clothes on. We're getting the gym early. Like, how's your day now at the minute? Are you still being able to get up and go, or do you find it harder to get up and stuff?
I get up early and I feel good. I get up with Elijah. When he gets up, I get up.
Yeah.
I feed him. Obviously, so the biggest thing for me really was not being able to drive now. My car's gone. I sold it. I can't drive because I've got risk of seizures. Obviously, my vision's quite fucked at the minute from the whole diagnosis and what have you. So my independence has essentially been taken away in that sense. So being able to create a routine where I go and exercise, it's like I'd have to get Laura to take me or one of you guys to come and pick me up.
Yeah.
I probably could, and I'd probably enjoy it. This is why we're going to build a gym down the bottom of the garden.
That's going to be
inspired by you. I need to figure out where you got that equipment from.
Don't worry, I'll look after it.
Garner's
get
gym.
in touch
Put
with
that on
us.
an overlay right now. Garner's gym is
So
next
good,
level.
yeah. We went and trained there the other day. First time
Yeah.
we've trained together since my diagnosis. Like in 7 weeks, I haven't been to the gym, which is the longest period of time since I started training that I've done nothing. So it was absolutely brilliant to get in there.
I think for me, for all of us, is to get together and just take our minds off everything that's happened. Because as much as Shane's been going through a lot of shit, we've had to deal with it as well in our own way, and it's been very, very difficult trying to go on as normal.
Yeah.
But also knowing that one of your best mates is going through such a tough time, and I just want to say as well what you've had to go through and how you've dealt with it has been unreal, mate. And
Thank you for that.
no matter what, like we'll always be here for you, no matter what, and your family. So
I appreciate that.
little man is going to be absolutely fine, but like I say, we're staying positive, and we're gonna fight this together, all of us, aren't we?
Yeah.
Mate, yeah.
I think we just need to have small goals at the minute, don't we? Just work towards something, get there, just keep.
I've set myself like little time frames. I want to make it to Elijah's second birthday.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing for me.
mean,
So
that's inevitable,
April
getting you there.
the 24th, make it to Elijah's second birthday. Anything after that, Laura's saying wedding anniversary. That's like that's
Yeah.
hopeful, but we'll see how things go. Hopefully, it might happen next Christmas. Could be good, but based on what I was told in the hospital, it's probably not very likely unless the radiotherapy and the clinical trial that I go on are beneficial and they do work.
Yeah.
Which will.
They will, yeah.
It's going to work.
Positive-
We're going to work. We're just
positive
nothing
vibes.
but positivity at the minute. And I mean, how many podcasts and stuff have we been researching behind the scenes of what you can do for this cancer and that cancer? But then you don't realise how Shane's is, like the mutation of it. Straight away, I was like, right, we need to get him a hyperbaric chamber. Everyone's messaging me saying, get him a hyperbaric chamber. And I'm like, we need to get him this hyperbaric chamber. We need to be fasting. We need to be doing this and that. But people don't realise cancers feed off different things, don't they? So most cancer will feed off like proteins, carbohydrates, sugars, things like that. Where yours is, it's totally different. So everyone that seems to have messaged, it's a different.
It's I mean,
diagnosis.
a lot of people will message, and I've had hundreds of fucking messages over the past couple of weeks from people saying, do this, do that. People telling me that their auntie had it and she lived for 20 years. People telling me that their son had it and died in 2 months. And it's like, it's not, thank you for that, by the way. It's not super helpful, but I understand that sometimes maybe people are utilising their grief by sending that message and they think it might be helpful. And sometimes, it's lovely to hear other people's stories, but it's not necessarily relevant to my situation. Like people telling me, don't listen to the doctors, just pray to God and our Lord Saviour Jesus Christ. Like, are you fucking serious? I get that people are religious, and I'm by no means against religion. But if God's real, he gave it me in the first place, mate.
We don't want to get cancelled, episode 1, bro.
So that's like, maybe scrub that bit out. But people send me so many different messages, and I really appreciate the support. But sometimes it's just not entirely necessary to tell me to take this drug or take this drug when there's no real evidence that will actually help me, because there's so many variables. Like you said, there's so many different tumours, there's so many different types of cancer. There's not like a one size fits all when it comes to treatment, which is why when you are in hospital, they give you a certain treatment plan, and I'm just following what the experts have been telling me. So when I've got somebody telling me not to listen to my doctors and my oncologist, I find it a little bit wild. But again, I will never knock anybody for trying to support me or trying to send nice messages. So
Yeah, 100%. I'm not gonna lie though, dude. Like, if I wasn't to have gone through this with you, I wouldn't have a clue about brain tumors. I didn't know there was different types. I didn't know what they fed off. I didn't know what potentially caused them.
you just assume it's like one thing, don't you? Oh, somebody's got a brain tumor.
I'll cut it out or do chemo. It'll shrink it. Or I did not have a clue. I'm not gonna lie. So I had my little one. Well, obviously we've been going through the adoption process for like a year and a half. I got my little one back on the Monday. And then Tuesday I get a message. Can't get my words out here. And like Shane's like, I've got a brain tumour. And I was like, all right, cool. Like, not cool, but it was like,
okay, that's fine.
It didn't register. And then like later on in the day, I was like, T, this is serious, isn't it? She was like, yeah. And then that's when it hit me then. Do you know what I mean? So
it's still not registered now. It's still not registered now.
Still,
and it's still
seems
very
so
raw.
surreal, isn't it?
It's like the wedding. The wedding was the most beautiful thing I've ever been to. But seeing Shane up there looking as fresh as he did, to then trying to also register that potentially he might not be there is just like, it's the most emotional, most beautiful but emotional wedding I've ever been to, and it was incredible. But a day we'll never forget, that's for sure.
It was like a very happy day with a really kind of sad twist to it, because everybody knew. It made, like when I did my vows to her, it just made it a little bit more meaningful in that sense. So
yeah, it was like, just elaborating on that, it was the most special. I wanted to say what Liam said. I couldn't have said that without crying. So like, well done for that, bro. Like, that was like lovely. But that was, I mean, probably one of the best weddings you've been to, right?
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
It was put together in like what,
3 weeks,
3 weeks, and it was a beautiful destination. Like, Laura's dress was beautiful. When she walked down, I was like,
that done me.
Seeing you, I was smiling, happy, crying a bit, and then as soon as Laura walked down with whatever song she picked, can't even remember now. I was like, oh my god,
She knew what she was doing, didn't she?
She knew what she said. It after this. She's like, yeah, I knew I'd get you crying. She was just laughing about it. I was like, wow.
She looked stunning. She looked absolutely beautiful. And to see her walk down up to Shane and Elijah being there and all the peers, it was something special.
I think Elijah brings it together as well.
Yeah, definitely. Him in his little suit was just
fresh.
It was so cute, man.
I think there's one picture of us three. We're all like, everyone's cuddling. And like, we're Elijah's. In fact, the best picture, which I see on the ones from Will, is where you, Laura, and you're all just hugging in the middle of the dance floor.
Oh yeah, I've got that with me, Laura and Elijah.
Sick.
It's lovely, isn't it?
It's just special. Do you know what I mean?
I think this is one of the reasons we've done this podcast as well. I kind of came up with this idea of, and I've always wanted to do something where we've sat down together as boys, best mates, talking, just real talk, and having a conversation. Sat here having a conversation, but we have certain topics to talk about now. But and now it's real, and we just want to kind of tell everybody what we're doing, and like you said, create more awareness for Shane. So,
and that's the thing, because we are all so busy, aren't we? I mean, so we've wanted to do something for so long together. Yeah. It's like, we'll do it, but then another week's gone past, and when you messaged me saying, me and Shane have been talking, like, I want to do a podcast, I was straight away like, yes, let's fucking do it, man. This is what we need to do. It was an excuse to do it. I know, obviously, Shane going through the brain cancers, like, it's the most horrible thing you could ever go through, but it's also been a blessing for us to come together.
But we do it anyway. Like, we do this anyway on a regular.
We sit there and chat shit.
We sit there and talk shit. Why not talk?
Just put a microphone in front of us.
Yeah, put a microphone in front of us and talk. But also, the way I see it is that if Shane isn't here in the next few years or whatever, we have something to look back on together.
That's true.
We've trained together. We've been out and had some incredible times together. We have so many stories that we've made in the past 10 years with each other, and it's just like, now we can sit down, we can talk, and we can really just I don't know, just
kind of immortalize our friendship in a sense.
But look back on something to look back on.
Yeah.
Like, who can say that they can look back on some footage with each other and they're having a laugh, doing the things that you do on a day-to-day basis, but it's only in your memory, but we can actually see it now.
You can actually play it on YouTube for people. It's for the kids to watch
as well.
Look at our dad's one. Look how young they were.
I've been doing a set of videos for Elijah, like things that I want to
Don't
tell
just
him.
killed me.
Yeah, that done me as well.
That's so fucking hard, man.
Yeah, I would speak about that, Brad. It's tough, but that is incredible.
So it's just basically, I had an idea that I always wanted to teach my son certain things. My dad wasn't there. He left when I was 2, and he was never really involved in my life. He's not a good person. And I always thought the one thing he taught me was how not to be. So I was going to be present in my son's life. I was going to teach him things. I was going to tell him things. I was going to be there for him. And then having this diagnosis made me realise that might not be possible. So I thought, if I can record a set of videos of like, this is how you can deal with fear, or it's your birthday now, you're getting married, you're having a child. And I've got all these things where he can sit and watch them when he's older, and he can know who I am, know how much I love him, and hopefully be able to take my advice and actually use it in real time. So that was an idea that I had. I've still got a few videos to do, and they're fucking hard to do. I'm like this. I'm an emotional mess while I'm trying to talk to him, but I would rather him have it than him not. You know, I could get hit by a bus one day and not be here, and then there's never anything that you could have. This is why, again, I feel lucky that I know when, or roughly when, I'm supposed to be dying, or the fact that it's happening. So I have the ability to do this for him. So yeah, that's one thing that I think is a positive that comes out of this whole shit situation.
And again, you're making these videos for Elijah, but he can also see this as well. So you're talking into the camera, and he can see how much you love him, and no matter what, he will always see that through us anyway.
Yeah.
Like, so you sound, bro. You'll be good. And let's hope he gets many more years.
Yeah.
That's all.
It'd
we
be
can,
nice, wouldn't it? Oh, let's see what else we've got on here. So,
Lighten the mood a bit.
Maybe I also got some bullet points about fatherhood through a new lens. And I know that we're all dads here. We've got the OG. Here's 2 kids deep.
OG.
2 and 4, little rascals.
Set the pace.
Yeah, Leandre's 5 next month. But best thing life could ever give to me. It was the best gift. I love my boys, and fatherhood is challenging, but one of the best things that, like I said, life can give. I feel like life really starts when you have children, and my boys are everything. And I'm definitely saying Shane's probably going to say the same, and so is Max. So, like I said, every day is a challenge. New things happen, and new things happen daily. Mm-hmm. I feel like through the years, hopefully they can turn out to be the kids that I want them to be. What about you, Shane?
So I feel quite similar. Once I had a child, my mindset shifted from constantly chasing the future, I need to earn this amount of money, I need to do this, to actually, I just want to be a good dad. I just want to be present in my son's life. I want to give him everything that I felt I didn't have. And that wasn't from like a monetary perspective or certain material things. It was just love, attention and care from somebody who you can look up to. And yeah, that's pretty much how I feel now. It's all about, well, my mindset has shifted quite a lot again since what's happened. But what's the most important is every single day, what you can see in front of you, what you've got now. Because a lot of people don't make the most of it. They're constantly thinking about what they need to do, or they're dwelling on what they've done rather than focusing on what's right fucking in front of you. The people that you love and care about are right there. So spend time with them, make memories with them, because it might not be there forever.
I think as well, Shane's similar to me. He didn't really have I lost my dad when I was 3 years old. So my mum is my dad. My mum is everything. And we got brought up through love. Shane didn't really have a father figure to kind of get brought up with, so we're kind of, I know I'm speaking for myself, that I try and give every ounce of love to my children as I can, and try and be as present as possible. So having multiple businesses means I'm very, very busy, but that doesn't stop me from dropping off my son to school and trying my best to pick him up. some days are difficult, but that is everything to me because I never had it. The little things like Christmas time. I'm Mr. Christmas. I am Christmas mad. Like
You
I
haven't seen the
absolutely
front
love
of his
it.
house, like
Yeah, my house is lit up to the nines. But when I'm out there in 0 degrees, putting up the tree, going on my own to buy a new tree because my son didn't want to come with me. Literally coming back, putting that up, putting the decorations. I'm freezing. Can't feel my fingertips, and I'm like, what am I doing? And I'm like, but the love and the feel of doing this for my kids, but also for myself.
You're creating that magic,
because I never had
sure,
it. So I'm trying my best to create that magic.
Yeah, bring the magic back.
And my wife, Jess, who's unbelievable with the kids, I can't thank her enough for being the person she is. At first, for the first few years, she was like, you must think this guy's weird. He just loves Christmas. But I think she's starting to understand it now. She started doing Elf in the Shelf with me and stuff like that. And probably because she's got better ideas than what I have.
Morning? What's the Elf been up to today?
This morning, we rolled out some tissue paper and we drew some lines on it. And then we put all the toy cars on there. Okay. I actually got there's a light just above it where we put it. And I got I don't know why, but there was an aeroplane. I said, I've seen this aeroplane. I'll get the aeroplane. I tied I think it was a phone charger, like round the aeroplane through the windows, and this aeroplane was hanging. And I shoved the elf in it. So the elf, mate, honestly,
the elf has stolen an aeroplane or something.
Yeah. So we go crazy with it.
Do you just wing it? Do you just at night time just wing it, or have you got ideas?
So what normally happens is I have an idea that I might have found online or whatever, and then my mind just takes over.
Just
and
branch off.
I'll add something to it.
Airplanes out.
Yeah. But when you see your kids wake up in the morning, not so much Lavelle at the moment, but Leandre comes down.
Because he understands.
Just like you said, when he was like, oh my God, I think it was on we filmed it and I showed it to Shane, he was like, and then he said, that's magical. And like looking at his face and seeing that is everything. Like, and that's
why you're doing it.
And that's why I'm doing it. And this is why, another reason why I never, because I didn't really have that, it's kind of,
you're reliving your childhood through your children as well.
But that's what children should have. I think this is the thing with America as well. What I love about America is that yes, they OTT, they're over the top, but they do things properly. It's magical for the children. Halloween, Thanksgiving, like.
I think if you're gonna do it though, do it proper. You see some that just like they half-arse it, don't they? You see it just like, why did you even bother me? It looks rubbish. Where you've just gone right.
Boom.
You're basically sponsored by Costco. You know what I mean? You're like a marketer's dream. They walk in and like, go on, like, I love that one, and his house is like literally like, it's incredible, isn't it? It's nice. like a grotto, isn't it?
It's warm. I try and give
cool.
that vibe. But anyway, let's talk
your
about
experience with being a dad, bro.
I mean, obviously from the
Mac.
start, like I've been everyone's favourite uncle for 5 years, and then like Elijah came along, and then obviously me and Taylor was trying for like 2.5 years for children. Didn't happen. Not disclosing why, but yeah, it didn't happen. So then we was like, right, before we'd find out we couldn't have children, like we'd already spoke about adoption anyway. So we was like, I always wanted to adopt. But I always thought like we'll definitely do it in the future, but it was like, why not? Like we both want to do it. And then, a year and a half, the process is long. Like, watch Taylor's podcast, by the way, and Taylor's YouTube. Like, she'll explain all that. She's good at that. But, a year and a half later, like, little man come to us. Like I said earlier, like, a few days before we found out about Shane. So, it's been quite weird at the minute. I was, like, the happiest moment of my life. And then, almost, like, 2 days later, I was, like the saddest time of my life. So, it's been a crazy 7 weeks, hasn't it, at the minute? So, but yeah, I lived a very selfish life. Same as what Shane does. Like we both do the online coaching. Like we both do the modelling. Like with like Father, Sons, Jim King, whatever. Social media. So it is a very selfish thing. It is very selfish. You live for yourself, don't you? And I've not. Obviously, my other priorities. Obviously, I prioritise Taylor. She puts me in my place. You know what I mean? She keeps me level-headed. She keeps me grounded, like proper. But since he's come along, it's like. Me and Shane used to go gym 3-4 hours a day. And then obviously when little one came along, like me and Shane ended up training separately because Shane had little one and he wanted to get done in an hour, because of course. And I did understand it, But now I fully understand it. Like,
You didn't understand it, mate. You did not understand it.
I was like, come on, it's only
You
an
hear
hour.
about it, but you think, yeah, no, I'll be all
but
right.
then you don't realise it until you're in it.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Shit.
I mean, I've got him on my screensaver on my phone. I'm training. And I'll just find
could just
myself.
see him, yeah.
I just find myself looking at him. Do you know what I mean? I'm
I
like,
need to get back. Shit.
I think you're like, so yeah, training's quicker. You're just there back. But I think it's his. I mean, you guys have met him, haven't you? Like he's
Such a
a
cute
lovely
little
little
kid as well.
character.
It's beautiful.
And his laugh and his smile in the morning. When you go into him in the morning and he just smiles at you. It's like, this is what I've been waiting for. You know. So I'm not a dad. Big Mac Daddy. You know.
Big Mac Daddy.
So yeah, and then your kids are just brilliant with him, aren't they? Like
It's like he's always been there.
especially
It's
Leandre.
crazy.
Leandre's like he's fully gone like big brother mode, like straight
yeah.
away. Like, and they'll give him his
I see Lavelle doing it though.
yeah.
Lavelle's 2.5. He was just 2 in August, and then he comes in and he's like he's trying to be big brother as well, and it's just like
He's just mirroring what Dre's doing.
he kind of is, but like even when they get their moments together, because they're a lot closer, aren't they? So
Yeah.
be a year and a half between them. But when they get older, that's going to be
That'll be nothing,
That's
right?
nothing.
That'll be nothing.
Yeah.
same as Elijah. We've got quite a close gap between our boys. haven't we?
Elijah and Lavelle's very close,
Very
isn't
close.
it?
They're like
Yeah,
6
months.
I think they're 6. Yours are 6 months,
Yeah.
and then
Your
baby
little-
Mike,
yeah.
he's 6 months younger than Elijah. So like,
By the time they're 4, 5, 6, that'll be nothing. But,
nothing.
Just running around like nutters.
Yeah. But like just see him grow up. Like, I mean, you see Leandre now. I mean, he put his little Batman suit on the other day. It must have fit him a year ago. You don't realise how big they're growing. And he put his old suit on, and he's like, "Why is he so tall, bro? That Batman suit fit him like 6 months ago."
The funny thing about that,
he's massive.
the funny thing about that is he had a fancy dress party on Saturday, a birthday party, and Jess put it on, and we had no other.
the trousers were like...
Did you see it?
Yeah, yeah.
They were like,
It was
they
after
were like
training,
some
wasn't it?
pedal
Black
pushers.
socks on him.
I put some football socks on. How did you see that? I clocked that. I bet every parent there is thinking, why don't you just buy him a new Batman suit? And I'm like, well, it was a bit too late. Didn't even
You
check.
just forget how quick they're growing up, don't you?
Yeah, it
Like the
flies by.
conversations you're having, like, I mean, like Lavelle now, you can actually have a conversation with him. He's actually speaking to you, and you're like, I just listen to him and just laugh because of his little voice. He's just so, you know, it's so nice to see them all growing up. And I see your little man's just
He's flying.
running
at the minute,
about.
flying. Every
He
day
just
he's copying
points.
stuff that you say.
Yeah.
So you have to be careful, because if you're like, fuck. You know, if you burn yourself something, and then he comes up behind you, fuck.
They are like little sponges, aren't they?
Yeah.
So yeah, I've got to bite my tongue with my swearing. Like, obviously, when
You
he
got better
starts,
though. That's Taylor, though. That is.
That's Taylor all day.
Yeah.
She like pulls him up on. Even this morning, we was chatting, and she was like, "Liam," because I was moaning about obviously electric cars, and I'm like, "My fucking dad, this fucking electric car and this and that." Anyway, we won't go into that. She was like, "Liam, just stop swearing. Like, little Max here, little one's here."
Sometimes, though, if that's just how you're programmed, it's like, I don't swear to be horrible. Sometimes I'll use it as a descriptive word,
do,
like,
yeah.
I'm really fucking tired.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't need to say the swear word. I
don't
just
have
say
to.
it because that helps me put across exactly how I'm feeling. And that's
yeah.
just how I've always been. My
Yeah,
mum swears a lot, my dad swears a lot, my brothers do. So it's like,
Yeah, it's like it's normal part of your
Yeah.
vocabulary.
It is though, isn't it? Especially when you've been
It is
a
for
lad.
you.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh, Hucknall lad.
I never used to swear ever. As a kid, I was a right little geek, wasn't I? And then just as I got older, I just kind of rebelled, didn't I? Like,
Yeah.
covered in tattoos and yeah, just went the wrong way really. But
What else we got on there? Anything else?
So I basically got bullet points for the fatherhood through a new lens, friendships and support systems, business and identity, health, fitness and the body you live in. I think that's a good one to kind of go over, health and fitness, because all of us individually,
That's how we met, right?
we met from the gym.
Yeah,
I knew Maka because we worked with a clothing company that did physique apparel, wasn't it, at the time?
Back
and
a
then
day.
he lived in Nottingham, and I travelled down to go to the gym with him. And then I ended up meeting my now wife, Laura, and she lived around the corner from fucking Liam. It was so
Literally, wasn't it?
surreal. So I went to train with you at your gym, met this Liam, and then we just I think he invited me to his stag do on that first session, or it might have been a couple of sessions into it. You invited me to Ibiza for your stag do. I accepted straight away in the gym. I accepted
yeah,
on the dot.
You was a legend on that
Oh,
trip.
absolute legend.
Room 139 was a good holiday, bro.
That's one for the files. We'll have to bring that one up down the
I'll
line.
never forget room 139.
And ever since that, we've just been like, so these two have been best friends for the best part of what, 30 years or something?
Since we was 4, so like 34 years now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
38
do
now.
you know what? That's everything to people. To have friendship anyway, is everything. But to have it for that long, and we never argue, do we? We've never argued.
I've never known you guys to fall out.
We don't really.
We don't. I think we accept what each other says, and
Yeah.
I'm truly grateful for that, because there's not many people that have had a relationship, a friendship for that long.
Yeah, it was, I mean, you went to America, didn't you?
Yeah,
You know what I mean,
I'll never forget that.
I was crying. I was there helping cry my eyes out.
Yeah, so I was on
six months later, he come back. Didn't he? missed me too much. Then he was back.
to Hucknall.
He was back.
Yeah, I did. I miss friends and family too much, but yeah,
You are a family man, bro. You was never meant to go away there.
No, I don't think I was.
But you've come back and obviously built what you built now with your business. If you'd have stayed in America, your life.
Yeah,
I always think like life has got so many different like avenues and paths and ways you can go.
Yeah.
And like if you'd have stayed in America, you might. Do you know what I mean? You never know what path
Could have met somebody there.
You've come back for a reason.
Yeah.
If you'd have stayed, you might have. Do you know what I mean? You wouldn't have Lavelle, Leandre. You wouldn't have Jess. You wouldn't have the house you're in. You wouldn't have your 2 businesses. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's everything happens for a reason, 100%.
But yeah, we've known each other for about 10 years now.
Yeah,
About 10 years,
basically,
isn't it?
I just inserted myself into their friendship and
Yeah,
stuck
but you
around.
sorted him,
And then
bro.
stuck
You was
around,
good, man.
yeah.
he
Like,
was.
I come, me and Shane worked for Physique Apparel, so it was on the same stand. And was that Ash Kane was DJing and that one
Yeah.
that year.
Body power.
And
Body
because
power, yeah.
the team was that big, me and Shane didn't even like know who each other was.
We didn't even really speak to
We
each
didn't
other,
speak
to
that
be
day.
honest.
Do you know, 'cause
Yeah.
there was that many in it. There was a lot going on. We
There
were
was a
going
lot
out
of people,
partying
yeah.
every night, and obviously you was with Antonio quite a bit, weren't you?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I was, God knows, doing what
I remember
was what.
seeing Shane there though, like with his like big quiff,
Little quiff.
his quiff hanging like
Got a
that.
picture somewhere.
And then he had
There's a
like this
picture.
tight as anything physique apparel.
I was skinny as
Right.
fuck, but I had abs. That was literally
He was peeled,
my
bro.
main thing. I had abs, but the rest of me looked shit.
Nah, what about the legs, eh?
The legs, yeah, the legs were all right.
They came up a bit
Not
later
too
on
bad.
in life, didn't they?
There ain't nobody got legs like that.
But yeah, obviously our friendship has grown stronger over the years, hasn't it? And here we are now.
I mean, the amount of training we've done together, IB for. This is all topics we can speak about at a later date.
New Year's Eve.
Year's.
New Year, I mean,
New
like
Year's
we can
Eve.
speak about that now. To be fair, like every New Year's, we'd all get together. Little bit of an excuse for a piss up. Do you know what I mean? You've got the girls there. Obviously, we're good to Liam's because he was the first to have kids. He'd put his kids to bed, and then we just
Play articulate.
Have a laugh, yeah.
just play articulate. Do you know what?
Very,
like,
very fun.
There'd only be like us 3 families. I think like Jake and Faye come one year. I think
Yeah.
Nathan Phoebes was there one
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
It was wicked, wasn't it?
And,
Do you know what I mean?
I
And
think Nathan and Kylie,
Nathan and Kylie was there.
and then there was Sarah and Alex.
Sarah and Alex. So,
So
yeah,
we've had some good years.
Yeah.
haven't we?
all
really
good, like just good company in it. Like we just, like I say, have a few drinks, and then at the end of the night, we'd always say like
Affirmations. And that.
What
our
we wanted to do
affirmations,
for
what
the
we
next
wanted
year.
to achieve for the next
Yeah.
year. We're going to be doing that
was
this year
good,
as
that.
well. I think every year I've absolutely cried my eyes out, and I think this year is going to be
It's going to be emotional.
very emotional. Do you know
gonna
what
try
I
and
mean? In
come
fact, to
out,
be
yeah.
fair,
Yeah,
bro,
we're
last
gonna try and
year
come, bro, yeah.
was the first year I'd ever even seen you cry. Like I can't
I
remember.
went
I
there
remember
last year,
that.
bro.
No, that was 2
That
years
was the
ago.
year before.
That was his first.
Of course, because
Yeah.
you
Laura
had
was
Elijah
pregnant.
last year.
Yeah.
So the
Laura
year
was
bef-
pregnant.
Laura was pregnant, and you like really opened up then, didn't you? 'Cause
yeah.
you was like obviously picturing becoming a dad, and
Yeah. I said that boy brings the emotions out of me, man. I'm
already
telling
he
you.
wasn't even here, and he was doing it to you. But
Yeah, you
it's
can't-
nice to like, do you know, just open up and have a good cry every now and then.
We don't do
as
that
a
as
lad.
men. As
No.
men,
I
we
don't-
do
I
not.
don't-
There's
Wow.
there's a bit of a stigma around it. It's like if you cry, you're a pussy or something, which isn't true, by the way, guys. It is okay not to be okay.
It's okay not to be okay.
But yeah,
stay hydrated.
as men, it's good to. This is why another reason why we want to start this podcast, because
Yeah.
we really just want to talk, let our emotions out, and
Yeah.
just speak as men. Because there's so many people out there that hold in other emotions, they don't want to talk, or they hold it in, and it ends up being
It comes out in the wrong way.
in the wrong way, and then
Anger
they start
or-
Yeah.
yeah.
and then there's some
100%.
go through depression. So why not have something real to talk about and just vent, like just let it out. What you said something to me in the car. I was on the phone to you, I was in the van. You was in the car, and you says you was a bit pissed off with how the clinical trials or how all that's how you selected,
because of
etc.
the clinical trials have this thing where I think 2/3 of people get given the actual drug, 1/3 get given a placebo, and that's basically you're giving a dying person a false glimmer of hope, but also giving them a tablet that has nothing to do with something that will actually help you. But as I'm aware, that's how they get drugs passed. A lot of drugs that are out there that help people survive have gone through clinical trials in order to get passed and be signed off and be like, hey, okay, that either does work or it doesn't. But then in my head, I'm thinking, that's quite unethical, right?
Yeah,
to take a bunch of people and say, you guys can get the tablets, you might be better, or you guys, fuck off, here's some sugar tablets, I hope you do okay. But
it's like Russian roulette though, right?
Yeah,
do you know what I
pretty
mean?
much.
That's
But
for
there
me,
is...
they've got to do what they've got to do to get the clinical trials
Yeah.
passed, and understandably, you might be one of the lucky 2 out of 3 that actually gets the drug.
Or I might not get it and then just die anyway.
Yeah, but then later on, did you say you will still get it if it goes
So,
too far?
I think there could be
that's
certain
crazy to me.
scenarios where if you start to deteriorate quite quick, you could then potentially get transferred onto the actual drug. And there is a way where, I think it's called like a compassionate, I don't know what it's called exactly, but you can get given the drug directly, but you have to be in a worse position than myself. So you have to be really, really dying, not just dying. And I'm not sure to what fucking extent, but then they will give you the thingy directly.
Yeah.
I think that might be bedridden. You've honestly got months to live or weeks to live. I'm not really too sure, but yeah, there's different levels to how you can do it. And there's different trials as well. Like not every trial has the exact same rules or procedures, and it depends upon what you're eligible for. So I am eligible for the ONC 201. That's the trial that I've been looking at, but I may get the placebo. I'll have to follow the normal trial rules.
Well, fingers crossed.
Well, fingers crossed we
Yeah.
get the actual treatment, aren't we?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Nicole's looking at places in Germany, other countries that are
Yeah.
doing different trials. So she's literally emailing fucking everybody for it.
Did you not say as well the other day, didn't you, that a woman that you'd spoke to online,
Yeah.
that she'd been through the trial as well and said, how
So
did you
yeah,
find
so
that?
she went through the trial, but she also said the same thing. It could have been placebo, could have
Okay.
not been, but she was given a 6 to 12 month diagnosis 18 months ago. She's exact same cancer and tumour as mine, exact same mutation, and she did radiotherapy, which is what I'm doing now. Went onto the ONC 201 trial, and then I think she had to stop that because her liver was getting damaged. So these trials can have obviously side effects dependent on each individual. It might go a little bit differently, and that was 18 months ago. So she's outlived her diagnosis already.
Yeah, so this is the hope.
Yeah.
This is the hope that we like from our side. Obviously for yourself, Shane.
Yeah.
Obviously of course you want to live as long as possible, but for your friends and family as well, like we're like, that's the hope we're holding on to.
That's the first
So them
time somebody
stories are
messaged me
like-
and I was like, oh shit, that's
Yeah.
actually really positive.
Yeah.
As opposed to somebody messaging me saying, take fucking dewormer tablets and take this and my uncle survived 25
Yeah.
years. It's like,
I mean, for some people that has helped work, and
Yeah.
it might help down the line. But right now, obviously, we're just running it along your oncologist, aren't we?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because obviously, we don't want anything to kind of
have an adverse effect. And
an adverse
yeah.
effect, of course. Yes.
And who knows? When you get wormed, it might help you a bit longer.
Yeah, there is that. So obviously we didn't really touch on the health and fitness side of things. So obviously we all met through the gym, but also like from your perspective, what does keeping fit and healthy mean to you, and how does that affect your family? How does that affect your children and yourself?
So for me, I want to be the fittest, the fittest and most best version of myself for my children, for my wife, and yeah, just to stay healthy. This has really touched us more than we've ever known with Shane. Getting this diagnosis, it's really made you realise that that fitness and well-being is everything. So just longevity of life.
Yeah.
That's what I was about to say.
Longevity of life. We do things now to help us with our skin. My wife, for example, when I first met her, she was always trying to get me to take skincare products and stuff like that. And over the past 3-4 years, I have started to take that in, and just little things like that now to try and be the best version of myself for my family. And again, and that's to just to feel good, look good. Who doesn't want to look good at 40?
Well, you are
We're 38 years old
glowing
now.
at the minute, though.
38 years old, not getting any younger. 40's on the horizon, and yeah, I just want to be the best I can be for myself, for my family, and I've always got good competition around me, so always have had that
People
as well.
driving you forward, bro.
Yeah,
I think as well, though, when we was all younger, Like, why did you do it? Really, you wanted to get shredded because you was going out. You always felt good. I mean, before you used to come out with us back in the day, me and Liam would do 1,000 press-ups before I went out. We looked no different.
No,
you know what I mean? But you felt pumped. You know what I mean? You was going out, chest up, we drank half a bottle of JD between us. You know what I mean? Flying. Do you know what I mean? But like, you did it. You did it, really. Obviously, it was more to get girls. Wanted to feel good in yourself for vanity, just to look good. But then I think, like, when you become a dad, now you're doing it for the longevity. You want to live forever. I mean, I'll be open. Like, I've took steroids before. Back in the day, there was no research back in the day when we was doing it when I was younger. You were just doing whatever.
Take this, you'll get massive.
But the guy said down the gym, it was like, do 2 mil of this and 2 mil of this. Monday, Thursday, you'll be sound. Yeah, you grew like 1-0. You didn't know like the adverse effect it was having. You didn't have a clue, but there's a lot more knowledge about that now. And now I'm just doing TRT now. TRT, real talk. And I feel better for that. We're doing it for longevity. We're doing it for our kids. Do you know what I mean? Of course, you want to be around for your kids. I'm not doing it to be the biggest man in the gym anymore. That was a thing of the past, I think, personally. No like offence to anybody that wants to keep doing that. It does serve its purpose. If you want to get on stage and be the biggest and best, keep doing it. But I think for us, we've both competed, haven't we? Do you know what I mean? Obviously, we've done the modelling for years. It was all about looking good. But now it's like, be there for your family. I'm looking into all the peptides now. Do you know what I mean? With the skin stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like I mean, I don't want to talk about that today. That's another episode. But like, there's peptides really now for longevity, and
I think one of the main things for fitness, and that's one I never really have. I don't feel like I've ever suffered with any mental health, but it really does help just
keep your head on straight,
your head on your shoulders, and really that workout is everything in the morning. Everything.
100%.
Just making sure for you've done something for you. It sets you up. Now I go at stupid o'clock in the morning now. I get up at 4 a.m. and I'm training at 4:30. But I really believe that there's something about me being in the gym at that time while everybody else is sleeping. I'm one step ahead, and I can go to work with, I don't know, I've got this burst of energy, and it helps me mentally. And I don't watch TV or whatever in the week. I might watch a movie at the weekend, but for me, it just that just works.
Setting the tone for the day.
I don't think you can as a parent though now watch TV. You can at night if you get my half an hour. But I think like me and Taylor, if someone asked me like what you watch on Netflix, I could list you everything. I've completed everything on Netflix. As soon as like little ones come along, you don't watch anything now. We might watch a little bit of something at night. You get up early in the morning with them. You're playing with them because you want to be present with them. You're not just putting a TV on and sticking them in front of Miss Rachel or whatever. You're reading them books. You're playing with them, like just interacting, aren't you? And then, like you say, you go to work. I'm quite lucky in the fact that I work from home, so I'm literally around him all day. Do you know what I mean? You're working a bit and then obviously being there, but you want to be just present for your kids, don't you? Really.
What about you? What about with, because you was just like us, you was on it, like, and always training super hard, always looking after yourself, looking great. So you've shifted massively now.
Yeah, so my experience, why I started the gym was very much what you mentioned about mental health, feeling good. When I was younger, I was a little fuckhead. From the age of like 13, 14, smoking weed every day, smoking cigarettes, drinking. Then as I got a little bit older, I started progressing into taking different sort of recreational drugs. And I was just so far into getting messed up on the weekend to forget about how shit I felt about my body and my life, that I just entered that ongoing cycle. And then I got to a point where I stopped it. I joined the gym. I started focusing my time and effort onto things that actually made me feel better. And then from that point, I started gaining a little bit of muscle, gaining a bit of traction, started on social media, showing people what I was doing. And I kind of saw a way out from how I was living my life and how I felt about myself. And over time, my confidence grew. I started to realize that hard work does pay off. And then that stemmed from the gym into my work life. I got better jobs, started earning better money, started a business for myself. And you get to a point in life where you meet people like these two. I met these guys, they've got a similar mindset to me. And it's not just that it's cool to train with other people. You start to stem off that and you feed off that energy. You see them doing better and you want to do better yourself. So then that just kind of progressed and snowballed. And then this year, 35 years old, prime of my life. So I think you're doing really, really well. And then I end up getting this diagnosis, which kind of just threw a massive curveball into my life. And it was like nothing that I was doing caused it. There's nothing that I could have done to prevent it. It just happened. And I went from feeling amazing to feeling kind of like shit. I can't even drive anymore in case I have a seizure because I'm at risk of that. So my car's gone, my independence is gone. I didn't train for 7 weeks. My whole routine has been flipped upside down. My diet changed because I just couldn't be asked to keep eating healthy. Don't get me wrong, I do still eat all right, but life just feels different at the minute. But I really want to get back into training a little bit more. Obviously, I'll never train the way that I used to because of my head. It's just not safe and it's just not a good idea. But it was such a big part of my life. And I think everybody should have that focus on training. Like my son, I want him to understand how important exercise is and eating well and just not being a fucking slob. And that I don't mean to offend anybody by saying that, but some people just don't care. And I was one of those people for many years. I ate shit, I took drugs, I didn't exercise, I just did whatever the fuck I wanted. And funnily enough, at that point in my life, everything was all right. My health was actually not so bad. And then I decided to be better and I got cancer. How could that work out? That's a bit fucked, isn't it? So yeah, that's not to say don't go to the gym because you might get brain cancer. That's to say, honestly, that's just how my life worked out. I would urge anybody to go to the gym or do some form of exercise that's going to help you work on your mental health, build confidence within yourself, and allow you to understand the importance of hard work and how it will pay off for you.
100%. And I think like just having a little bit of accountability yourself. I personally, I need to set myself a goal. Do you know what I mean? If I can picture a shape in the future, I'm like, right, I've got a goal. I'm going away in, say, 4 months or whatever. You work towards something, don't you? So you need a bit of a goal.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Say that to work towards, but trying to feel what you're going through now, like you've had 7 weeks off the gym. Listen, I went to the gym Saturday. I had Sunday off because I was going up to Glasgow for a funeral. I had Monday off yesterday. I can't train today.
You can't wait to get back in there.
I've had 3 days off the gym now. And Taylor later on, when I get back home, she'll be like, Liam, you need to go to the fucking gym. She won't swear, but
mentally.
Because she'll be like, for your mental health, you need to go. Because she knows that I'm a better person
you get
to
irritable
be around.
when you're irritable,
because I've clearly got some sort of ADHD. I've not been diagnosed, but I've clearly got ADHD. I need to be applying my energy to something. So getting to the gym releases that energy, makes you feel good. Everyone around you then feels
gets
good,
100%.
Yeah. So I can't even fathom. Do you know what, bro? Sunday when I picked you up to take you to Liam's to go to that gym, to even just stand back and watch YouTube was like doing a set, and I was getting emotional. Like, this must feel fucking good for Shane today.
It was brilliant. I was aching after.
Do you know what, bro? How did you?
My back was.
I went to message you. How did you feel like having 7 weeks off, just doing that little bit of a session?
I got sore. So we just did a little bit of upper body. My back was killing, my triceps were killing, my shoulder was burning, but it was like a good feeling, something that you're used to because it's something that you chase, isn't it? When you're training a lot. So it's like I got out of bed and I was like, fucking hell. Yes.
It's like you love it. Yes, when you're hurting, it's a good feeling, isn't it?
It still hurts now a little bit when I press on my lats. But
it really does put life into perspective, though, doesn't it? Like,
oh, God.
The things that, the ups and downs that you have to deal with in life, like, it happens. Shit happens in life. And you just have to, you have to get on with it. Like, you have to just try your best to get on with it. None of us would have ever even expected this to have happened to us. And the fact that it's happened to one of our best mates who's super healthy, trains, like, I know if it's fucking my head up, if it's killing me thinking, how has this happened to my friend who really looks after himself, eats well, and there's people out there that don't give a fuck about their lives, and then it happens to one of your best. It really does put life into perspective, and that you got to live each day. It's
absolutely,
it's
people I've spoke to like can't believe it. They're like, oh, "What Shane? Like the lad like you train with?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Yeah, but his physique's incredible. Look at him." And I'm like, I was like, "Yeah, I know." But I said that's why I still can't fathom it, because he looks after himself. Like, you eat well, you don't go out doing drugs, you don't drink, you don't do anything like that, and it's happened. So for me, it does seem so unfair.
It's a fucker, mate, for sure.
Yeah, like you just keep saying, like it's fucked, isn't it? It's absolutely like it's fucked.
Right, guys, I need to go for a piss now, so we're going to wrap it up here. Thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe, all of that jazz. Leave a comment down below if there's any sort of subjects you'd like us to cover in future episodes, because this is episode 1 and we're going to try and do, I guess as many as we can, right, guys?
As many as we can. So yeah, big love, guys. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back with you.
Yeah, thanks for listening, guys. And if there's anything else you want us to talk about, comment.
See you on the next one. Big love.